Hey guys, welcome to Swadhyay Academy. Think you are good at science? These 50 carefully designed science MCQs are based on the level of UPSC, SSC, CGL, NDA, CDS, banking, and many other state level competitive exams. So, let's check how good you are in science. So, let's begin with our first question. First question is which vitamin, yes, which vitamin is synthesized in human skin when exposed to sun? Yes, it means to say that when a human being sits in the exposed to the sunlight, which vitamin is synthesized? Let me repeat this question again for you. Which vitamin is synthesized in the human skin when exposed to sunlight? Option A, vitamin A. Option B, vitamin B12. Option C, vitamin C. And option D, vitamin D. So the right answer is, tell me the answer. The right answer is vitamin D. When the human skin is exposed to sunlight, the vitamin D is synthesized in the human skin, right? So right answer is vitamin C. Sorry, vitamin D. So option D is the right answer. Let's move to the next question. As we know that when ultraviolet B UVB rays from sunlight strike the skin, they help convert a naturally occurring compound into vitamin D3, right? So which vitamin is synthesized in the human skin when it is exposed to the sunlight? It is vitamin D, right? And what is the importance of vitamin D? It is very important for or essential for calcium absorption and healthy bones. Next question is which blood group is known as universal donor? Means which blood group can be donated everyone, can be given to everyone. Which blood group is known as the universal donor? Means which group is the universal giver? So what? Option A, group A. Option B, B. Option C, AB. And option D, O negative. Yes, come on, tell me. Which group is known as the universal donor or universal giver? Option A, A. Option B, B. Option C, AB. And option D, O negative. So the right answer is D, O negative. What is the answer? Answer is option D, O negative. Because O negative red blood cells do not have A, B or RH antigens and making them suitable for emergency transfusions when the recipient blood type is unknown. Right? When the recipient's blood type is unknown, at that time the O negative can be given to anyone. Even you do not know the blood group of a receiver, at that time also you can give the blood of a O negative, right? Next question is, which gas is most abundant in Earth's atmosphere? Means which gas is present abundant in Earth's atmosphere? A. Oxygen, B. Carbon dioxide, C. Nitrogen, and D. Argon. Right? A. Oxygen, B. Carbon dioxide, C. Nitrogen, and D. Argon. So the right answer is answer C. Option C is the answer, because nitrogen is present in plenty of amount in the atmosphere of the earth. So earth atmosphere contains about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and small amounts of argon, carbon dioxide, and other gases. So see what happens, its ratio is like this only. But when the toxins like the carbon dioxide, when the air gets polluted, the carbon dioxide percentage increases. So it's not good for the human health. So in Earth's surface, what is the most abundant gas is there? That is nitrogen. So Earth's atmosphere contains about 78% of the nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and small amounts of argon, carbon dioxide, and other gases. Okay. So next question is, which organ is called the master gland of the human body? Which organ is called the master gland of the human body? So there are four options given over here. A. Thyroid, B. Pituitary, C. Adrenal, and D. Pancreas. A. Thyroid, B. Pituitary, C. Adrenal, and D. Pancreas. So which gland is known as master gland of the human body? That is called pituitary gland, is known as the master gland of human body. Right? So option B is the right answer. Pituitary gland is known as the master gland of the human body. The pituitary gland controls many other endocrine glands by releasing hormones that regulate growth, reproduction, and metabolism. Right? Why it is known as the master gland? Because it controls many other endocrine glands by releasing hormones that regulate growth, reproduction, and metabolism. Next question is, which part of the plant prepares food through photosynthesis? Which part of the plant prepares food through photosynthesis? A. Root, B. Stem, C. Leaf, D. Flower. So which part of the plant prepares food through the photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process when the plants make their food in the presence of the sunlight. So it is the part of the plant where the food is prepared through the photosynthesis, that is leaf. So option C is the right answer. So leaves are the part of the plant where the food is prepared through photosynthesis. Leaves contain chlorophyll, which captures sunlight to produce good through photosynthesis. Right? Leaves contain chlorophyll, which captures sunlight to produce good food through photosynthesis. Next question is, which instrument is used to measure atmosphere pressure? Which Which instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure? So there is instrument to measure the pressure of the atmosphere. So which instrument is used to measure the atmospheric pressure? So there are four options given over here. A. Thermometer. B. Hygrometer. C. Barometer. And D. Ammeter. So the right answer is option C, barometer. So barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure. Barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure. So a barometer measures atmospheric pressure and is widely used in weather forecasting. Why it is used? It is used to measure the weather to measure the atmospheric pressure. Next question is, which is the hardest natural occurring substance? So A. Iron. B. Platinum. C. Diamond. And D. Quartz. So the right answer is answer C. Diamond. So diamond is the hardest naturally occurring material because of its strong three-dimensional network of carbon atoms. Why it is hardest? Because of its strong three-dimensional network of the carbon atoms. So diamond is the hardest naturally occurring material because of its strong three-dimensional network of carbon atoms. Next question is, which metal remains liquid at room temperature? Which metal remains liquid at room temperature? So there are four options are given. You have to choose the right one. A. Sodium. Do you think that sodium remains liquid at room temperature? Whether it is mercury or aluminium, and D is zinc. So there are four options: A. Sodium, B. Mercury, C. Aluminium, and D. Zinc. So which metal remains liquid at the room temperature? So mercury is the liquid, is the metal. So mercury is the metal which remains liquid at the room temperature, right? So answer B is the right answer. That liquid metal mercury remains liquid at the room temperature. Mercury or Hg is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature. Next question is, which planet is known as the red planet? Which planet is known as the red planet? So for this there are four options given over here and you have to choose the right answer from these four options. A. Venus. B. Jupiter. C. Mars. And D. Saturn. A. Venus. B. Jupiter. C. Mars. And D. Saturn. So the red planet, which one is known as the red planet? That is Mars. Mars is known as the red planet. So the option C is the right answer. Mars is known as the red planet. Mars is known as the red planet. Mars appears red because of its surface contains large amount of iron oxide, rust. because it contains large amount of iron oxide on its surface. That's why it appears red in color. That's why Mars is known as the red planet. Mars is known as the red planet. Why it is known as the red planet? Because of its red color. And why it has the red color? Because of its surface contains large amount of iron oxide or rust. That's why it appears red in color. Just because of its rust appearance, it is known as the red planet, right? Next question is, which acid is present in lemon? There are 4 options for this. Which acid is present in lemon? A. Acetic acid. B. Citric acid. C. Lactic acid. And D. Oxalic acid. So the right answer is option B. Citric acid. Lemon has citric acid. Lemons are rich in citric acid, which gives them their sour taste, and citric acid is also found in oranges and other citrus fruits. Next question is, which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart? And for that there are 4 options given. A. Pulmonary artery. B. Aorta. So which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart? Oxygenated blood means pure blood. So option A, pulmonary artery. B, aorta. C, pulmonary vein. And D, vena cava. So the right answer is C, pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carries purified or the oxygenated blood from lungs to heart. The pulmonary vein is unique because it carries oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the left atrium of the heart. Pulmonary vein is unique because it carries oxygen-rich blood from lungs to the left atrium of the heart. Okay. Which vitamin is essential for normal blood clotting? So this is very important question, and this is asked very frequently in the competitive exams. Which vitamin is essential for normal blood clotting? So A, vitamin A. B, vitamin D. C, vitamin K. And D, vitamin C. So the right answer, you have to find out that which vitamin is essential for the normal clotting of the blood. Do you know when when our blood do not clot, when we get a cut, then it can be very dangerous, because just because of the clotting, blood stops bleeding. When there is deficiency of vitamin K, the blood will not stop and it can be very fatal for that person. So we have to find out the answer, that which vitamin is essential for normal blood clotting. So the right answer is answer C. Vitamin K is very important for the normal clotting of the blood. Vitamin K is required for the production of clotting factors in the liver, helping blood clot normally. Next question is, which gas is which gas is commonly used in electric bulbs? A. Oxygen. B. Nitrogen. C. Argon. And D. Hydrogen. What is the question? What is being asked? Which gas is commonly used in electric bulbs? Right? In electric bulbs, which gas is used? A. Oxygen. B. Nitrogen. C. Argon. And D. Hydrogen. So the right answer is option C. Argon. Argon is an inert gas that protects the tungsten filament from oxidation and increasing the bulb's life. Why the argon gas is used in electric bulbs? Because of its characteristic is that it is an inert gas that protects the tungsten filament from oxidation and increasing the bulb's life. So argon is used in electric bulbs. Next question is, which metal is the best conductor of electricity? There are four options given over here. A. Copper. B. Aluminium. C. Silver. And D. Gold. So which metal is the best conductor of electricity? Option A. Which Yeah. Which metal is the best conductor of electricity? There are four options: A. Copper, B. Aluminium, C. Silver, and D. Gold. So the best conductor of electricity is silver. If pure silver is there, then it is more highest, I would say silver has the highest electrical conductivity among all metals. Although copper is used more often because it is less expensive. क्योंकि एक because it's less expensive, that's why silver is copper is used, but the most highest electrical conductivity among all metals is silver. Okay, next is, which vitamin deficiency causes night blindness? Which vitamin deficiency causes night blindness? A. Vitamin B12, B. Vitamin A, C. Vitamin C, and D. Vitamin D. So the answer is B. Vitamin A causes night blindness. Next is, vitamin A is essential for the formation of rhodopsin, a pigment needed for vision in dim light. Rhodopsin, or pigment needed for vision in dim light. Next is, which instrument is used to measure earthquake? So, which instrument is used? There are four options: A. Thermometer, B. Barometer, C. Seismograph, and D. Anemometer. So the right answer is C. Seismograph is used or records seismic wave produced during an earthquake. So a seismograph is used to measure the earthquake. So seismograph records seismic waves produced during an earthquake. Next question is, which is the largest gland in human body? Master gland किसे कहते हैं? Which is known as the master gland? Pituitary gland is known as the master gland. So we here, what is being asked, which is the largest gland in the human body? A. Pancreas, B. Liver, C. Thyroid, and D. Pituitary. So which is the largest gland? That is liver. Liver is the largest organ, you can say, in human body. Liver is the largest gland and performs the hundreds of functions including bile production and detoxification. So liver is the largest gland and performs hundreds of functions including bile production and detoxification. Which gas is released by green plants during photosynthesis? So there are four options are given over here. A. Carbon dioxide, B. Nitrogen, C. Oxygen, and D. Hydrogen. So during the photosynthesis, which gas is released by the green plant? That is oxygen. So during photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide and water to make food and release oxygen. During photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide and water to make food and release oxygen. Which plant has largest number of non-moons? Which plant has the largest number of non-moons? A. Jupiter, B. Saturn, C. Uranus, D. Neptune. So the right answer is Saturn has largest number of non-moons. Based on current confirmed discoveries, Saturn has the largest number of non-moons. Which acid is found in vinegar? Which acid is found in vinegar? A. Citric acid, B. Acetic acid, C. Formic acid, and D. Lactic acid. So right answer is B. Acetic acid. In vinegar contains dilute acetic acid, which gives it its characteristic sour taste and smell. Next question is, Which organ filters blood and produce urine? A. Liver, B. Kidney, C. Heart, and D. Lungs. So that is kidney. B is the right answer. It filters blood and produces urine. Kidneys filter waste products and regulate water and salts and produce urine. Which vitamin is known as ascorbic acid? Which vitamin is known as ascorbic acid? So the A, vitamin A, B, vitamin B, C, vitamin C, and D, vitamin D. So the vitamin C is the right answer. It is also known as ascorbic acid. Vitamin C, which is also known as ascorbic acid, supports immunity, collagen formation, and wound healing. Ascorbic acid. Which part of the cell is known as the powerhouse of the cell? Which part of the cell is known as the powerhouse of the cell? A. Nucleus, B. Ribosome, C. Mitochondria, and D. Vacuole. So the right answer is option C. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria produces ATP through cellular respiration, supplying energy to the cell. That's why it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Which gas is known as laughing gas? A. Carbon monoxide, B. Nitrous oxide, C. Methane, D. Sulfur dioxide. So the right answer is option B, nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is known as N2O. N2O is known as the laughing gas. It's used as a mild aesthetic and analgesic in medicine and dentistry. So this is known as laughing gas. This is known as laughing gas. Next question is, which planet is called the morning star or evening star? A. Mars, B. Mercury, C. Venus, and D. Jupiter. So the right answer is C. Venus. Venus is known as the morning star or evening star. Why it is known as the morning star or the evening star? Venus appears very bright near sunrise and sunset due to its highly reflective clouds. Venus has a highly reflective cloud, that's why it's known as the morning star or the evening star. Venus. Next is because of its reflective clouds. Which blood cell help fight infections? A. Red blood cell, B. Platelets, C. White blood cells, and D. Plasma. So the right answer is option C. White blood cells. White blood cells help fight infections. White blood cells or leukocytes protect the body against bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens. Which metal is extracted from bauxite ore? Bauxite ore, A. Iron, B. Copper, C. Aluminium, and D. Zinc. So the right answer is C. Aluminium. Bauxite is the principal ore used to produce aluminium. Next question is, which is the SI unit of force? A. Joule, B. Newton, C. Pascal, and D. Watt. So the right answer is B. Newton. What is the SI unit of force? That is Newton is the SI unit of force. The Newton N is the SI unit of force and is defined as the force needed to accelerate a 1 kg mass by 1 m by s2. Next is which scientist proposed the three laws of motion? Albert Einstein, Galileo Galilei, Isaac Newton, and Michael Faraday. So the right answer is Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton is known as the proposed the three laws of motion. Isaac Newton has given the three laws of motion. Newton's three laws of motion form the foundation of classical mechanics. Next is which layer of Earth's atmosphere contains ozone layer? So which layer of Earth's atmosphere contains ozone layer? A. Troposphere, B. Stratosphere, B. Mesosphere, or thermosphere. So the right answer is stratosphere contains ozone layer of the atmosphere. Most atmospheric ozone is concentrated in the stratosphere where it absorbs much of the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation. Okay, next is which of the following is the largest organ in the human body? Largest gland is liver, right? And largest organ in the human body is skin. A. Liver, B. Brain, C. Skin, and D. Lungs. So skin is the largest organ. So skin is the largest organ of the human body. It protects the body, regulates temperature, and prevents water loss. Which gas is essential for photosynthesis? A. Oxygen, B. Carbon dioxide, C. Nitrogen, and D. Hydrogen. So you have to give the right answer. Which gas is essential for photosynthesis for the plants? So here are all 4 options and you have to find out the right one. So the answer is B. Carbon dioxide. Because plants use carbon dioxide through their leaves in the presence of the sunlight and release the oxygen. So carbon dioxide is the essential for photosynthesis. Plants use carbon dioxide or CO2 and water in the presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll to produce glucose and oxygen. Next is which metal is liquid at room temperature? A. Sodium, B. Mercury, C. Iron, and D. Aluminium. The right answer is B. Mercury. Mercury is the only metal that remains liquid at ordinary room temperature. Which vitamin helps the body absorb calcium? A. Vitamin A, B. Vitamin C, C. Vitamin D, and D. Vitamin K. So, right answer is option C. Vitamin D is essential for the absorption of the calcium. As you know, vitamin D increases calcium absorption in the intestine and supports healthy bones and teeth. Next question is which blood group is called the universal recipient? Which blood group is called the universal recipient? A positive, A O positive, B AB positive, C positive, C A positive, D B positive. So answer is B AB positive. People with the AB positive blood can receive red blood cells from all ABO and RS blood groups because they have both A and B antigens and are RS positive. So which plant is known for its prominent ring system? Which which planet is known for its prominent ring system? A. Jupiter, B. Saturn, C. Uranus, and D. Neptune. So the right answer is Saturn. Although several planets have rings, Saturn rings are the largest and most visible. Next is which instrument is used to measure wind speed? A. Which instrument is used to measure wind speed? A. Hygrometer, B. Barometer, C. Anemometer, and D. Thermometer. So the right answer is anemometer is used. Anemometer, right? Is used to measure the wind speed. An anemometer measures the speed of wind and is commonly used at weather stations. Next question is which gland secretes insulin? A. Thyroid, B. Pancreas, C. Pituitary, and D. Adrenal. So the right answer is B. Pancreas. The beta cells in the pancreas produce insulin, which helps regulate blood glucose levels. The beta cells in the pancreas produce insulin, which helps regulate blood glucose levels. Next question is which of the following is an inert or noble gas? A. Oxygen, B. Nitrogen, C. Helium, and D. Hydrogen. So helium is known as the inert gas. Helium belongs to the noble gases group 18 and is chemically inert under normal conditions. Right? Which is the chemical formula of common salt? A. KCI, B. N2CO3, C. NaCl, and D. CaCO3. So NaCl is the A. KCI, A. KCI, B. N2CO3, C. NaCl, and D. CaCO3. So the right answer is NaCl is the chemical formula of the common salt. Sodium chloride ions is the common table salt in sodium is sodium chloride. Common table salt is sodium chloride, NaCl, and an ionic compound made of sodium and chloride ion. So next question is which vitamin deficiency causes scurvy? A. Vitamin A, B. Vitamin B12, C. Vitamin C, and D. Vitamin D. So the right answer is vitamin C causes scurvy. Scurvy is caused by a deficiency of vitamin C, which is necessary for collagen formation and healthy connective tissues. Next question is which is the smallest unit of an element that retains its chemical properties? A. Molecule, B. Electron, C. Atom, D. Cell. So the right answer is C. Atom. An atom is the smallest unit of an element that retains that element's chemical identity. Next question is which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering it? A. Retina, B. Lens, C. iris, and D. cornea. So the right answer is iris. Option C is the right answer, iris. The iris adjusts the size of the pupil to regulate the amount of light entering the eye. That's why eye is the part which controls the amount of the light entering it. So which is the part? Iris. That is iris. Next question is, which planet is the largest in the solar system? A. Saturn, B. Earth, C. Jupiter, and D. Neptune. So the right answer is option C. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Which is the larger planet in the solar system? That is Jupiter. So Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system with a diameter of about 1,43,000 kilometer. 1,43 kilometer of dimension. Next question is, which acid is present in curd? A. Acetic acid, B. Lactic acid, C. Citric acid, and D. Tartaric acid. So the right answer is lactic acid. Acetic acid is present in the in vinegar, and citric acid is present in citrus fruits like lemon, orange, etc. And in curd, lactic acid is present. Lactic acid is produced by bacteria during the fermentation of milk into curd. Right? Which is the nearest star to Earth? Sirius, B. Polaris, C. Proxima Centauri, D. the Sun. So the nearest star to the Earth is the Sun. Sun is the nearest star to the Sun. The Sun is the Earth's nearest star. Proxima Centauri is the nearest star beyond the solar system. Next is, which organ produces bile? A. Pancreas, B. Liver, C. Gallbladder, and D. Stomach. So the right answer is liver. Liver produces the bile. The liver produces bile while the gallbladder stores and concentrates it before releasing into the small intestine. Okay, the production of the bile is the work of liver, and it is then stored in the gallbladder and it concentrates it before releasing into small intestine. Which force keeps planets in their orbit around the sun? Magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force, or frictional force? The right answer is C. Gravitational force. It's a gravitational force which keeps planets in their orbit around the sun. Next question is, the sun's gravitational force provides the centripetal force that keeps planet in orbit. Next question is, which instrument is used to measure electric current? A. Voltmeter, B. Ammeter, C. Ohmmeter, and D. Wattmeter. So the right answer is B. Ohmmeter. Ohmmeter is used to measure electric current. An ohmmeter measures electric current and is concentrated in series with the circuit. Next and last question is, which is the largest planet in our solar system? A. Earth, B. Mars, C. Saturn, and D. Jupiter. So Jupiter is the answer, because Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter by both mass and diameter, and is known for the great red spot and numerous moons. It has many moons and it has red spot, and mass wise also it is the largest and diameter wise also. So how many did you get the right? If you have scored, I would say it's a 50. If you have scored 49 out of 50, then you are the master. You are the science champion. If you have scored 30, then excellent. If you have scored 25, then you are good. Keep practicing. And if you have below 25, then don't worry, practice every day and you will improve. Okay, so in our next series we will discuss some more interesting science MCQs, and keep practicing and keep